Hey everyone, in this video I'll show you how to design an email in Canva and then how to send it with Klaviyo. Even if you don't have any experience in design, I'll show you how easily you can create a good looking email even with the free Canva version. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is to group our content that we are going to use in this email, which are all the elements as you can see here. And the next thing is open Canva and click on create design. Now we would like to create a custom size here, and for width we are going with 1000, and for the height of the email it really depends on how many sections you want to add, but you can change that later as well. So let's start with maybe 6000. Okay, create new design, and yeah, we are good to go to start. Let's zoom in, and every time we start designing an email, we want to have a good above the fold section. The above the fold section is basically the header image, image text, subheader, and a call to action button. You want to fit all these in the above the fold, which is what customers see when they open the email and do not scroll. So no matter if it's a mobile device or a desktop, you want to fit all these within the above the fold section, so people can understand what the email is about from the header and from the subheader, and give them the option to the call to action button. So let's start first with our background. You can actually drag and drop things, or you can use the upload function in Canva here. Okay, so it appears here, so we can choose it, and then let's start resizing it. Okay, so the next thing we want to place is our logo here on the top, as always. By the way, I just uploaded all the assets for this email, so it can be easier for the purpose of this video. And yes, let's resize the logo, and let's place it in the center. By the way, you see that line here when I move the element, that makes the element be centered, but if you right click and then align to page, you can center it from here as well. So the next thing we want to add is our box here, which says biggest sale of 2024. Let's go to elements, select a shape. Let's just edit the shape. You can move it however you want. You can change the corner rounding here, and of course the colors. So the color for this particular brand is like kind of yellow, but you can use whatever your brand colors are. Great, so let's move it here, and it is like this. Let's resize it to be bigger, and we want to center it. Let's see if that's going to work. Yeah, great. Just a little bit, and like this. Perfect. So now we want to add our text. So if you choose that block here, you can directly add the text here, or you can choose a text and add it from the other option. It doesn't really matter. Now we want to edit our text. It's pretty easy. Let's go here. Let's choose this font. We are not going to use the same assets as in the example, because it will be easier that way. Okay, perfect. So the next thing is we have a header text. So let's add a heading here, and it says by to get, and we are not going to continue with the second row because we have to adjust it, and it will be easier that way if we separate it. So let's change the color here. Let's move that block here. So here's the thing, we want that text to be below this block, so we have to select one of the elements, then right click, layer, and show layers. This will allow us to move this below, and that's how layers work. It's easy. So now when we have already one line of text, we can just copy and paste it and then edit it to free. Let's change the color again here, and let's make this text bigger. So great. So now it's the part to make it a little bit prettier. And so we want to add our rings here. Let's add these first. Yeah, just keep in mind that when you have a long type of custom sizing here in Canva, when you click on the elements, they will go down. So yeah, let's resize this. Let's place it like this, maybe a little bit bigger. Yep. And let's add the star. Great. So the same thing on the right side, we have to add the other rings and add the star again. Perfect. So now we want just this to be above the other layer. So let's go again, show layers, and let's just move this layer to be at the top and slightly adjust it. But now we have to move the star as well. So again, layers, move the star, perfect. Great, so we already got almost our above the fold section. Now we want to add our code. So let's add a text again. Use code. Let's make it smaller, like 20, no, 30 maybe, yeah. Great. Make sure this is centered and maybe here. Yeah, great. So let's just be consistent and use the same font. Great, now we want to add our box, so it's super easy. Again, we are going to use this rectangular. Let's keep the color the same as the background, and let's choose a border, maybe 2, and let's change the border color to yellow. Perfect. Let's adjust it, make the corner routing a little bit less, and that's pretty much it. Let's center it. Let's add text. Here you want to add your code. Let's choose our font here. Maybe 50 will be working better. Yeah, great. Perfect. So now we have everything, and we want to add our call to action button here. So again, we are going to use the same block, so you can just copy and paste it, and we are going to change it. So let's remove the boarding. Let's add the color. It will be a black one. Let's make the corner routing the highest as possible and just adjust it. Perfect. Now we need a text. Copy, paste again. It will be easier for you. And let's shop now. Let's change the color. It will be this yellowish, and let's just choose a black button. Great. So there we go. Actually, you already have above the fold section of the email, which is the most important one. Most of the clicks, when you see the analytics of the email campaign, when you send it, most of the clicks will be on that first button here. So yeah, it's pretty important. Now, actually, we are not done yet. So we have just these rings here. And okay, so now we want just to resize a little bit more our background, so we can match the rest of the email. And yeah, a few more stars, and we are almost ready. Great. Let's see. It looks great. We have header image text, a subheader, we have the code here, and the shop now button. So all these will be appearing to your customers whenever they open the email, and they won't need to scroll. So they know that you're running a sale and you're giving them the code that they need to use in the checkout, and you're giving them the call to action button, and they don't need to read the rest of the email or to look what products do you recommend. If they are interested in the sale, they'll click and they'll buy. So yeah, let's continue below. So now we have to add a black background here. Let's choose an element. Let's choose a rectangular, square, not rectangular. Let's move it like this. Change the color. It's going to be a black, and go to layers. We have to move that one here. Actually, you can change the whole structure color from here. Yeah, there are a lot of ways of doing this. So now we have another text, actually the body text of our email. So let's add a heading and start inserting the text. Okay, now we have our code again. So you don't have to actually design all these again. You just have to come up here and select this layer, then hold shift, select that layer as well, copy, paste, and you have it. Let's move it here, but this time we have to change the background. It's going to be a black one, and the text actually is going to be the yellow one. Great, perfect. So this is a pretty good body. Let's just align it. And actually, if you click Command or Control G, you can group the text and you can move it together without the constant need of selecting all the layers. But yeah, so now we have a picture feature here. So again, let's go to our elements. Let's find the picture. It's this one. Let's resize it. This. Perfect. And actually this one already have the border, but you can select it. You can add a border from here. You can change the color, and yeah, you already know how to do that from the coupon code. Below, again, we have some text here. So let's skip that part. Now we have another button here. And again, we don't want to design it and move every element one by one again. We can just copy and paste the first one, and we're going to change the color here, and the text color is going to be black. Great. So it's that easy, really. So when you start working on it, you can get used to it pretty fast, and you see that it's not a big deal. It's like super easy to design all these elements. So let's move down for the product features, and I'll show you how easy it is to get these done as well. So now let's start with our reviews. We have our PNG photo here. Let's move it a little bit. Yeah, when the elements are small, it's harder to move them. Okay, so let's add a text for our product title. Now, if you want to fix that spacing here, it's you can make it from here so it looks better. Yeah, let's go ahead and create the description. Now we have a slightly different button, but it's the same thing. So I'm going to show you how this is done as well. So let's just copy and paste that one. Let's change the text. And now we are going to choose a black button, and we are going to add a border. I think we already done this, but yeah, let's make sure you don't miss it. And then just the text needs to be yellow so it can pop. Great, and the button will be slightly smaller here, so our text should be 2, like this. And now let's add our images. Let's go to the product. It's going to be that one. Where it is, okay, perfect. So since this image is a PNG and it got a transparent background, we need another box behind it. So let's take this one. Let's move it like this. It's going to be a yellow one, the white one, sorry. Let's open layers. And let's move the ring above the box. Let's center it. Great. And now we have to add the second one. Don't worry about the formatting and the organization of the whole thing. When we are done with all the elements, we are going to just zoom out and fix the view. Perfect. We want some corner rounding. Great. Okay. And now we want this layer to be above the last image. Like this. And now let's just reorder. Perfect. That looks pretty good. Yeah. So the same thing we are going to do with the rest. We have actually you can select this layer while holding shift. You can select every layer from here and every element, and then just click Command or Control G. They're going to group, so you can just copy and paste these, and you can move forward for whatever you want and add as many products as you need. Perfect. So now let me show you how you can implement this email and send it in Klaviyo. So there are several ways of doing that, but I'll show you the easiest one. So when you're ready designing the whole email, you just need to come here, click share, then download, then use JPEG and download the email. Now go to Klaviyo, campaigns or flows, whatever you want. Let's select a list, next, create an email. And now let's delete this part here and let's drag and drop an image. Let's select the image, upload. Let's upload our email. And now from here, you go to crop and then you want to make the slices. So the thing is, each slice can include one link. So if you're featuring few call to action buttons to different pages, or you're featuring like a few different products or whatever, and you want to have different links on the email, that will help you. So you just want to go here and slice the email to how many slices you prefer. Also, it will help the email load faster. So when you're done, just click duplicate, go again here, and let's move this slice here. You can adjust it. Let's make it like this, save, and continue doing that until you're done. Okay, great. So when you're done, you just want to add an alt text for all the slices we have. So for example, this slice, you want to add this text. It doesn't matter if you add the full amount of text you have in the slice, but it's good to have at least one sentence describing what the slice is all about. And then you want to have your link address as well. And this is the same for every slice you have here. Once ready, you can just preview it, how it looks on mobile, how it looks on desktop. You can send yourself a test email. Now let me show you the second way of doing that, which is using Photoshop, but don't worry, it's easy. You just need Photoshop and you don't need Photoshop skills at all. So let's go into Photoshop, upload and open your email and go ahead and choose the slice tool from here, and let's make the same thing. You want to make these slices like this and add as many slices as links you have. And when you're ready, you just have to come here, click File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. This will help our slices be optimized and smaller in size, so they can load faster. You can copy paste these settings here. So we are using JPEG, we are using medium compression quality, and for quality we choose usually 50. You can play with it, but yeah. Then click Save. It is going to make a folder here with all your slices, and then you can go to tinypng.com, which is a free software which is going to compress our slices even more. So you can select these, upload, and you can see here how many megabytes we are going to compress. Okay, so 25%, we saved like a lot. Then you can just download these. It's a free software, it's a free website, so don't worry about this. And then you can upload these slices into Klaviyo and add your alt text and the URLs, and you're ready. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. If you think this was helpful, please show me by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I've already created a ton of tutorials in the e-commerce email marketing space, so feel free to explore them. If you have any future requests, please leave a comment down below. Until next time.